In Central Georgia, I'm meteorologist Jordan West. Looks like we have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until about 2:15. This includes Emmanuel County, Johnson County, Lawrence County, and Trutland County. I'm going to zoom in to see what's going on. And in a second, I'm going to go and look what the National Weather says is identifying with this storm. But it's more than likely hail associated with this system. So let me zoom in real quick. See what we got here. There we go. Had the wrong camera on, but here we are. So let's see. Looks like it's heading from Dublin towards Soperton and Adrian. So currently it's in Lawrence County. It hasn't quite yet reached Wheeler County or Montgomery or Trutland County, but it is headed towards those areas. It's right along I-16. So if you're traveling along I-16 or on the interstate, be extra careful out there just because that heavy rain is really heavy in general. That can make some slippery roadways and just cause all sorts of problems. So definitely be careful if you're out there. A lot of thunder associated with this thing. So if you're out there as well, you don't want to be outside right now. Remember, this is until 2:15, so like in another 45 minutes. I'm trying to see if there's any hail associated with this thing. Hail size, yeah. So there is hail associated with it, which basically prompt the warning, along with the thunder and heavy rain, like we've been seeing over the past couple of days. But once there's hail, that makes it even more dangerous, and that typically prompts the severe thunderstorm warning. But overall, the rain is much needed, I will say that, throughout central Georgia. But the severity of this system, you don't want to be outdoors despite it all. It's a good thing our radar is actually working, because earlier this morning, this radar here in Jeffersonville, the thing that's going around the screen around and around in circles, that updates the radar. And it was down this morning, but luckily they fixed it just in time for these severe thunderstorms that are starting to roll in. But this is a really isolated system in nature. It's not really, as you can see, affecting much of anybody else. I believe we have like 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms today. That's 60% of the entire area. I know this is only like 10% right now, but as we head throughout the day today, we will see more showers and thunderstorms like this one, just in different spots periodically, again, as we head throughout the rest of the day. But we are seeing some more showers just north of Macon, south of Gray. That's in Bibb County, as well as Twiggs County. I'm sorry, Bibb County and Jones County. So south of Gray, seeing some showers, south of Round Oak, north of Bolingbroke, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, south of Juliet, Forsyth, getting ready to see some storms, as well as northeast Monroe County towards Berner, seeing some heavy downpours as well. These are more scattered, but still isolated. As we head down to Thomaston and South Crawford County, we also seen some more showers and thunderstorms. I'm sorry, Taylor County. Wait, this is Crawford County, I'm sorry. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go check you guys' Facebook and see if you guys have any comments or concerns. Pull that up in just a second. We'll go back to the warning area. So Rosetta says that the rain's calmed down some. Yeah, the rain that was in Dublin is leaving out. There is a very tiny storm headed towards Yahweh again. So don't step outside just yet. Wait for that little storm to pass. It may dissipate because, again, it is very small. This is anywhere along I-16. A lot of people say it's raining very hard, relatively. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom out so you guys can see the big picture because it's really not raining in the majority of central Georgia. For you guys asking like specific locations, it's really just the Dublin area, southeast of Dublin from Lawrence County. Looks like we're getting another warning now, actually. Let's see. Yeah, so Johnson County is under severe thunderstorm warning. Let's see if that's going to update here. Okay, yeah, that's just this little area here. It looks like they just moved the hexagon up a little bit towards into Johnson County. But like I was saying, the entirety of central Georgia right now is not seeing rain. Only one specific area is under a severe thunderstorm warning. And a matter of fact, like I said, that's Lawrence County, Wheeler County, Johnson County, parts of Truitland County as well. Now we are seeing some showers and thunderstorms to the north and northwest of Macon, including North Macon, that's in Bibb County, as well as areas of Jones County, areas of Monroe County, and areas of Jasper County and Butts County. So, and this storm potential will increase throughout the day. Like I said, we have a 60% chance of rain today. This is nowhere near 60% of the area, but when it's all said and done, 60%, or roughly 60%, we could be wrong, anywhere between 50 and 70% of the area will see some rain today. So it's coming, and they are isolated, very small and severe in nature. So give them time, and they are, again, severe. But again, this is along I-16. So if you are along I-16, be careful. Soberton, you're getting ready to see some rain. Adrian, you're getting ready to see some rain. And again, this is from until 2:15 today. Dublin already saw rain. It's getting ready to see a small little batch of more rain here on the radar. Speaking of Dublin, we have a Dublin camera. So let's see what's actually going on out there. This is okay, I'm trying to move the camera so we can kind of get a better idea of where everything is happening. Let's see. Okay, so I think this is the storm that's kind of moving in. As you can see, it's clear now, or it's lagging a bit, but starting to see some clouds in certain areas. Well, we're seeing a break in the clouds right now, but we do see some clouds in the distance, some very dark clouds headed towards that area. The camera is glitching. I don't like it right now. So let's go back to the radar. It's the same general idea. It's going to rain there. Plus, it's updating a lot quicker right now. Yeah, so those storms are right over Dublin. We're getting ready to cross Dublin. Some of that is pink. So with that being said, very heavy rainfall. We also still have that hail right along I-16, not too far from there, as well as some small areas of hail in South Johnson County, near Scott, west of Adrian, Oriana, just south of you guys are seeing some hail. If you're along Orland, that community, Rockledge, definitely, you don't want to be outside. That's where this orange region is, hail. That is obviously a really potentially dangerous situation, but Back to the rain. I'm gonna leave this open for you guys, and then I'm gonna just kind of read through what the National Weather Service is saying real quick. So kind of like what I was just saying, Soberton, Adrian, Lothair, Orland, Rockledge, Oriana, Blackville, Norristown, Gillis Springs, Scott, and Minter. And I'm sorry if I mispronounced any of those communities. Okay. And if there is any hail, wind damage, or flooding, they said you can call the National Weather Service to report it, but wait until after the storms move through. And with this system here, they are coming through, but once they kind of ease up a little bit, I would wait it out just a little bit longer, just because there are small isolated storms back behind it, and those will kind of sneak in on you while you're outside taking pictures. And when thunder roars, go indoors. We also see like this small little isolated storm in Swainsboro, just north of Stillmore, south of Durdenville, along 192. So gonna read some more of you guys' comments. Warner Robins is clear for now. We'll probably see some showers and storms later on today. Can't promise that, but the storms that are north of Macon are kind of shifting in a southward direction, so take that for what it's worth. The majority of the showers and storms are down here towards the southeast. That's probably due to the land ocean temperature difference. Causes a pressure gradient, causes winds, moves inland, and causes storms. So that's how that works. Atlanta is just getting out of a lot of showers and storms too, heavy rainfall. But the only one that seems to have popped up a severe thunderstorm warning is the one that is southeast of Dublin. And again, that's because of the hail signature that we saw there. See if there's still some there. Yeah, there's some there, and it looks pretty big as well. Let's see how big. 0.8 inches, so almost an inch, which isn't, massive, but it's still very big. Any hail is very dangerous, but the bigger it is, the more dangerous it is in general. Got update on this severe thunderstorm warning. It looks like they did decrease the area of coverage. So Lawrence County, you're out of that area, as well as Johnson County. We are still seeing severe thunderstorms over those regions, obviously, especially extreme south Johnson County, just west of Adrian and headed towards Adrian. We're still seeing rain. We're still seeing lightning and even potentially strong winds, but the hail threat, I'm assuming, is gone for Lawrence County. But it's now starting to enter Truitland County. So towards Soberton, potentially towards Gillis Springs, but again, along I-16. So if you're driving along I-16, if you need to pull over, do so. You don't have to drive in the rain. If you cannot see, especially if the hail starts getting bad. And recently, especially like yesterday, these raindrop sizes have been huge, and that really makes a difference when you're driving in the rain because A, when you're driving in the rain, you're going faster, therefore surface area of the window gets more water. And B, if the rain is at an angle, which it probably is because it's probably windy out there as well, that makes it harder. Not only that, it's hailing outside. So not a great time to be driving. So if you need to pull over, pull over. If you know anybody that's on the road, let them know, hey, thunderstorm over here. If you know anybody still traveling from the Independence Day, let them know rain is along I-16. And it looks like it's just going to be tracking I-16 from here on out until it dissipates. But again, Lawrence County, you're all clear in terms of the hail signatures, as well as Johnson County. It's headed into Truitland County, not yet into Montgomery County, but Wheeler County, you are also clear. And again, Dublin, you're seeing some pretty strong rain over your area, or getting ready to, especially downtown Dublin. Moore is seeing some rain. Anywhere north of I-16 towards the Dublin area, and as we head southeast, we're anywhere along I-16. So, East Dublin, you're next. Catlin, you're still seeing some rain. You're going to get a break in the rain, and then another round of severe weather is coming your way. So, let's check up here in the north again. So Macon, seeing some light showers and rain here at the station. I'm not hearing any more rain above us, so I think we're all good in terms of the severe weather threat. Bibb County, though, just southeast of Lake Tobesofsky, did I pronounce that right? Is seeing some rain, heavy rain and downpours there, east of Azalea, west of 475. Bolingbroke, you're seeing some rain. Just north of Gray, getting ready to see some downpours. Just north of Damesbury, headed towards Damesbury. Forsyth, getting some light rain. North of Juliet, still got a heavy downpour coming your way. Will it pass through Adrian? It doesn't look like it. It doesn't unless a storm pops up, but there's no rain headed towards the direction of Adrian anymore. You probably saw a little bit, at least the western portions of Adrian, but we're good. Anywhere south of Scott, south of this road here, 80, Highway 80, you're good. Or I'm sorry, anywhere south of Highway 80 is seeing rain. Anywhere north of Highway 80 is good for now. Now these showers are expected to last for a good little bit, by the way, guys. Up until, I believe, 3 o'clock in the morning. Check this graph model here. So, and right off the bat, actually, I'm looking at this model, and if you notice, this model doesn't really match up well with what's going on, because of course it's a model. So I'm gonna try to find something that's a little bit more accurate. We have many different models in our arsenal. So I believe this model would probably be better. Not really. But you get the general idea. These summertime storms are very hard to predict. We can basically predict how much rain we're going to get. It's just where It's hard. This is the hard part, right? Because they're so isolated in nature. So this is kind of showing you like how much rain we could get over today and over tonight. So this model doesn't go out that far. Here's an extended version of that. So, yeah. There we go. There's all the rain. So like most of the rain's going to come in tomorrow. Maybe the rain chances have died down a little bit. So yeah. But the graph model is typically right. It may still be right. It's just, it's about 2 o'clock in the day and it's probably getting an update soon. But back to the radar. Yeah, so the models don't update as frequent as the radar does. So like the radar is, where's the radar? Usually there's like a little thing going in circles that shows where the radar is. I don't see it though. But you get my point. The radar is live. You know, every time it rotates 360 degrees, we get an update like every minute or so versus a model which, you know, some models every 3 hours, some models every 6 hours, some models every 12 hours or 24 hours, just depends. But the more frequent it is, the more accurate it can be, typically. But the more accurate it is, the more in the short term it's going to be, right? So it's not going to predict into larger amounts into the future. So I'm reading some of you guys' comments. Let's see. Sleeves up, yeah, so I technically have on a short sleeve polo right now. So technically my sleeves are up. If I had on a suit, I would have rolled up my sleeves for this situation, definitely. Read some more of you guys' comments here. Is there any rain for tonight in Sandersville? Potentially. Like I said, these storms are just really, really isolated, and it's hard for any model out there to produce where exactly, you know. Models produce or predict on a mesoscale into more of a synoptic scale level, which basically, you know, a city is more so a smaller micro type of scale, or even a neighborhood, while entire, you know, for example, central Georgia as a whole is more of a mesoscale, and then the southeast as a whole is a synoptic scale. So these models produce things on a larger scale, not a micro scale, which is good, you know, when fronts are coming in, but not so great when we have these tiny storms coming through, right? Someone said there are thunderstorms in Dublin. Yeah, it's probably right over Dublin now. Or, yeah, another tiny storm right over Dublin. It's probably getting really dark there. Yeah, a lot of places could use some rain. Because the situation is, over the past 3 weeks, maybe? 3 weeks? Yeah, we've had rain chances like every 3 weeks. Somewhere in central Georgia has seen rain not every day, but somewhere every day has seen rain within central Georgia. So that's the funny thing. Like some places haven't seen any of it in the past 3 weeks, while some places have seen a lot of it. There's something about Dublin. I don't know if it's topography, but they are always seeing rain. Anywhere in Lawrence County seems to be the hot spot for not only temperatures, but rain. And speaking of temperatures, let's take a look at that. Because like I said earlier in my forecast today during the midday show, these storms have a big role on the temperatures. So let's look at that. Okay, so there we have it. It may not be updated yet, but you can kind of see the orange regions up in the northern portions of central Georgia where the rain is. It's starting to cool off. You can start seeing some orange develop here in Dublin. Starting to cool us off. So this rain and showers and storms are keeping us down temperature-wise, but we are starting to enter the peak time of heating, so that's only going to help so much. But yeah, if you're now just joining us, by the way, we have a severe thunderstorm warning in Truitland County. That's until 2:15. A lot of rain throughout the entirety of Truitland County. I believe it was Tuesday night, was it, that Truitland County also had, quite a bit of rain over that area, which is funny because, a lot of places in central Georgia have not gotten any. You guys are just getting soaked. But this is anywhere along I-16 within Truitland. That's headed towards Gillis Springs, Soberton area. Hail was indicated earlier. Let's see if there's any hail now. Yes, there is, just south of Soberton, in parts of Soberton, along Highway 221 and 46. So that's where the hail is. Don't want to be outside, want to be indoors. Hail is not okay. Don't want to play in it. It's dangerous. And earlier we saw almost an inch sized hail. It's probably less than that now. Okay, so these are rainfall totals in the past 12 hours. I'm gonna see if we can get them in the past 1 hour, because that's more realistic, right? Okay, here we go. This is the past 1 hour. Dublin has seen only a quarter of an inch of rain. That just means these storms are moving really quickly. Let's see who has gotten the most rain. Looks like just towards East Dublin, between East Dublin and Catlin, that's where we saw the most rain there, as well as along Rockledge Road, Leon Joyner Road, north of Highway 29. That's where the most rain has been within those severe thunderstorms. Also saw a lot of rain towards North Macon, just north of the station, right here along Riverside. Yep. Of course, we could use some more, and of course, this might all change as we head into the afternoon. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw some green areas. We are under a SPC outlook. Let me break that down a little bit. We're under a the Storm Prediction Center has given us a severe weather outlook, I should say. That's this green region here. That's for the entirety of central Georgia. The yellow region is a level 2 of 5 on that severe weather outlook, which just means damaging winds, small hail, and lightning is possible. Nothing tornadic is expected with these storms. Got an update. I keep hearing that beeping thing behind me. That means there's an update. They're probably just rearranging this polygon here, but yeah, it all looks the same. Sometimes it'll beep when there are other warnings throughout Georgia, but we're good. It's just this one. But yeah, we're under a level 1 of 5 on our severe weather outlook. And again, that just means, here I have a graphic for that. Level 1, only in a few spots, winds 40 to 60 miles per hour, hail up to an inch, and low tornado risk. I can tell you right now, we're not going to see any tornadoes at this moment. Could we see some today? I can't promise that we won't, but it is highly, 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 highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. But again, that's only in a few spots that we'll see thunderstorms at any given moment. There's that thing beeping again. Let's see what that means on the radar. They might have just expired it. Let's see. Yeah, well, they shrunk it. That's what they did. They're basically highlighting where the hail threat is because there are criteria for severe thunderstorm warnings to be in place, and that's heavy rainfall, which what we're seeing, lightning, which is what we're seeing. These storms typically have gusty winds, which I'm sure we're seeing, and then the last but not least is hail. And if you look on this hail parameter radar thingy, majig, there is hail there. That orange region, that's where the hail is, and the hail is about 1/4 of an inch in size. So, I'm sorry, not 1/4 of an inch, 1/4. Well, yeah, that's right, 1/4 of an inch of rain. 0.4 inches is what I'm gonna say. So, let's see. I'm trying to go back to the radar. So yeah, also it's very purple there. I'm kind of zooming in really close. Very purple along Session Street, Fowler Street, South 3rd Street, Martin Luther King Jr. Drive south, along Highway 221. Yeah, and this thing is really headed through Treatland County. It looks like it might actually make it towards Wheeler County. So if we get another update, that's where it's probably end up being. But the hail has decreased in size significantly since the severe thunderstorm warning started, which is why it's probably going to end at 2:15, which is 12 minutes from now. So, but I will be here in case anything else pops back up. I would not be surprised if we saw quite a few of these today, leading into the end of the week. Read some more of you guys' comments. So they said Rockledge definitely had some lightning, thunder, rain. I can believe it. This is Soberton here. Thought I saw it Rockland earlier. But yeah, rain throughout the entirety of Treatland County for the most part. Headed eastward and even southeastward. So the entire western half of Treatland and more is under rain, or should I say under clouds. Severe clouds that they are. Still seeing some rain headed from the north, from Atlanta, headed into our neighborhoods as well. Let's see. Headed southeastward. And honestly, it doesn't even seem like these storms are moving. It looks like the development areas are changing, if that makes sense. Think about it like this way. Can I draw in here? Let's see. Think about it this way. So this area here, it's not that it's moving northward. It's just that the entire area is seeing that potential for thunderstorms, and they bloomed from the southwest, and now they're blowing towards the north. They're not moving, they're just, the chances for showers and thunderstorms to develop is increasing northeastward, but they're not moving northeastward. I'll put it that way. Probably explaining this a little bit too in detail, but that's the nature of these summertime storms. They're developing sporadically. They're not really moving. Oops, let's do this. Here we go. Are you guys okay down there in Soberton? Y'all are getting drenched. Lightning, thunder, potential hail. Don't go outside. Let's see. So got some hail. So anywhere south of anywhere south of Highway 46, you guys are seeing the hail. Anywhere north, well, some portions of north of I-40 or Highway 46 is seeing some hail. So like around Airport Road, seeing some hail. That's this brown region here. We just got another beep. If you didn't hear it behind me, that just means we got an update. So let's see. It probably changed it a little bit, but it's looking still pretty dark over Soberton. They'll probably take this yellow cone here and move it to the right a little bit. So like if I had to guess here, if I had to guess, they'd probably like extend the warning to this here. Not to say that you guys should go out in the northwest area of this circle, you know, if it's raining outside and if it's lightning, which I'm looking at the radar now, if it's raining out there, there's definitely some lightning out there. You shouldn't be outside, obviously. When thunder roars, go indoors, but if they do trim off that warning area, this will be the area of concern, because that's where the hail is. The hail is, let's see, right here. So that's where the threat is. Okay. Yeah, I meant 0.4 inches of rain. It sounded differently in my head. 1/4 of an inch is 0.25, but a 0.4 is 4/10 of an inch. That's what I meant. Will Montgomery County see any storms? More than likely. I mean, they could dissipate by then, but I mean, they're pretty strong, so I would not be shocked if you guys saw rain. They're headed southeastward for the most part, so there you go. So Mary Smith says she needs to get her grass cut before the rain. I think that's the thing about the summertime. Like, you really just have to go for it, just because rain is just part of the process. Like, either you start cutting and it rains, you put it up and the lawnmower up and cut it the next day or a few hours after, or you know, maybe you can get it all in one go and the rain comes at the end. Maybe you can beat it. Maybe you have to take some breaks. That's just part of the process, because these storms, like, they just pop up out of nowhere, come through, you know, with some pretty heavy rainfall. Some are severe, obviously, like we have here in Truitland County. And then they move on with their life, you know? So, like, for example, all of, you know, Abbeville, Cordele, Telfair County, Dodge County, Wilcox, Pulaski, Dooley, you guys aren't even seeing a drop of rain. That includes Macon County, Taylor County, you know, Peach County, Houston County, like. Well, speaking of warnings, we are under a heat advisory. Fun fact. No, this has nothing to do with the severe weather, except for the fact that the storms could cool us off a lot. But this is something to take notice. If you're outside, you know, which you shouldn't be if it's raining, That's towards y'all's Soberton. You are under a heat advisory. This orange area is heat advisory. We can see temperatures up to the upper 90s, but heat index around 105, 106, 107 today. So stay hydrated if you are outside. Take breaks. You know the routine. See how much rainfall we've gotten. So Dublin's still in that 0.25 inch range, 1/4 of an inch. So there you go. Looks like just southeast of Gray, starting to see that 1 inch. I'm sorry, this is the 12-hour, not the 1 hour. There we go. So yeah, Dublin and Soberton seeing the rain. And we saw some rain in north central Georgia as well, towards Forsyth and Macon. This warning should expire any minute now. They will extend it if the hail is still there, which it is. Slowly, decreasing, but it's there. Okay, so I think I'm going to end the live here. We're just 2 minutes shy of that warning expiring. There is still hail out there in Soberton towards Terrytown. So if anything, they would extend that warning southward as it starts to dissipate. So if you're anywhere in this region, either you're seeing that severe threat, that extra severe threat with the hail now, or you're going to see it as it moves southward, right? So if you're in these areas, just be cautious. Don't go outside or head indoors if it's not raining just yet. Montgomery County could see some storms coming up. If we have like any new warnings pop up in other areas or throughout the day today, we will join you guys more today. Ben will be here soon. He'll give you guys your forecast and what to expect later on tonight as well as tomorrow. But you guys have a nice rest of your, what is this, a Thursday? Nice rest of your Thursday. It's hard to keep track nowadays, but I will see you guys. Yeah, they just ended the severe warning right then and there. So, but yeah, I will keep you guys up to date if anything else pops up. Thanks, guys. You're awesome.